I was asked this question about niching down for your podcast. So there was this post that I had published on Threads where I had spoken about picking a niche, and I got this question where I was asked, if I pick a niche, if I pick a niche that is too narrow, wouldn't it be difficult for me to create content? Wouldn't I run out of content ideas? Now, there are a couple of things to this. Niching down doesn't necessarily mean that you need to only stick to maybe a few topics. That is not what niching down is all about. First of all, you need to understand that niching down is all about finding the right audience for your show. You need to find the person that you are targeting with your content. Who is it that you're creating your content for? What are the problems that you're trying to solve? What is the persona of that person? Now, all of this can be done only if you niche down, if you identify what is the niche that you're targeting. Like, for example, if your podcast is about helping people start online business, now that's a very broad niche. So when you niche down, you will talk about maybe something like helping solopreneurs build a successful business. Now you niche down to solopreneurs, so you're filtering out a lot of people and you're focusing on solopreneurs. But does that mean that this content will only be focused on solopreneurs? No, not really. The main objective is that you will be able to identify the persona for whom you're creating this content, the person for whom you're creating the content. That way you'll be able to identify the problems that they are facing, and based on the problems that they are facing, you'll be able to create content. You will get a lot of content ideas and you will be able to create content. Now that's one aspect of niching down. Now when you pick a niche, does it really mean that you need to only focus on that niche? No, not necessarily. There are a lot of podcasts that started off with one niche and branched out to multiple topics. Like, for example, the Side Hustle Show. Now they started off with helping people start a side hustle. So their topics were mostly focused around helping people start a side hustle. But over a period of time, when their audience grew, what they did is they branched out into productivity, organizational tips, a lot of consistency related aspects, content creation. So what they did is they essentially branched out into multiple different topics that necessarily need not be focused on people who are only interested in starting side hustle. It can be general topic that a lot of others will also find interest in and will find value in. But what they did is they branched out into different topics. Now that is exactly what you should be doing when you're niching down. You can pick a particular niche, you can build an audience. Especially when you're starting out, it really helps because there is a lot of competition in podcasting. You will find a lot of podcasts on similar topic, and if you want to stand out and if you want to build a space for yourself, build a presence for yourself, you need to niche down. You need to focus on a particular segment of audience who can who will become fans of your show. So for that you need to niche down. So when you're starting off, it is important that you niche down to a topic. But once you've niched down, it necessarily need not be that you stick to that particular niche. You can always branch out. Look out for other topics, the topics that are related to that particular niche, related to the topic that you are discussing in your podcast, and then branch out. You can create content around that, and you will find newer audiences who are interested in that topic, and maybe in some time they will gradually start listening to your other niche based episodes as well, and they might turn into clients and customers for you. So pick those broad topics and create content around that. There is no harm in branching out. So niching down doesn't mean that you need to stick to a particular niche and then stay there forever. You can always pivot, you can always branch out, you can always look at other broader topics and create content around that. And that is what most good podcasts or successful podcasts do. There are a lot of podcasters who've been doing it. There are a lot of successful podcasts like the one that I spoke about, the Side Hustle Show, did exactly that. There are a lot of other podcasts that do exactly the same thing. So there is no harm in doing that. That is an essential part of growing. So don't worry about how it will turn out if you happen to niche down. As of now, just remember, if you're starting off, then niching down is the best way to find your audience and to build a following initially. So just focus on niching down and finding a niche, building an audience in that niche. And if you're looking to create a persona for your podcast, then I have created a simple persona template that you can use to create your persona. The link is there in the description box below. Use the template, create your audience persona, and use it to create your content. Because the best way to reach out to audience is to reach out to them by solving their pain points. And creating an audience persona is the best way to do that. I hope you found value in this episode. If you did, then do give this video a thumbs up. It'll help others who are looking for similar information. And if you're new to this channel, then you might want to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification to stay updated with all of the latest videos that I release. And if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments below. That's all that I have. See you again in the next video. Until then, this is goodbye from Dilip.